Hello my beautiful friends and welcome to Tailor Made Beauty by Kris. Today we are going to be trying out this Barbarella Eyeshadow palette by BeeBeauty London. This is the palette that came in the March BoxyCharm the Luxe box, and I don't know if it came in regular BoxyCharm. And if you recall, I was a little nervous because of the pink and the purple on the front. But then when I opened it, I was quite pleasantly surprised to see a ton of neutrals with a couple pops of color. And then I was concerned because if you took out those three, so take out the orange, the green, and the blue, it looks like a really boring palette. But okay, so clearly I have done no eye makeup. I've got clean brushes. I haven't swatched this yet. I have done nothing. So let's swatch it, let's take a look at it, and let's figure out a look I can put together. So I am really curious about how this stuff swatches. So I think what we'll do is I'm gonna start across the top and work my way in. I guess this is technically across the bottom and work my way in. So Zachary, John, and Zeb. Ooh, they feel, oh, wow, those feel really nice. And I'm pretty impressed with the coverage there on the swatching. And getting them on the back of my hand. Not so much going from finger to hand, but these are light colors, so okay. And let's see if we can then pick up Jared and Devore. So that's those two fingers. That Jared is a really orange color, but it's really sheer on my hand. And so I would say that that bottom row is all very, very sheer. So moving on to this row with Mo, Nick, and Kofi, K-O-F-I. All right, and again, wow, don't those look really similar to Zachary, Johnny, and Seb that we just had? Although oh, this is Kofi. That bottom one there is Kofi, and look, that's got some nice coverage. Nick in the middle is kind of nice and mellow, and Mo, yeah, Mo's not too bad. You may be noticing all of a sudden I'm looking really tan, like it's the height of summer, not the end of March, beginning of April. We are headed off on vacation in a couple of weeks, and what I do is I spray tan. So this is tan me. Let's get the other two in that row, Pablo and Ryan. That matte, that Ryan looks really nice. Oh yeah, and look at the color payout there. Okay, so I like Pablo, I like Ryan. Also Johnny, that matte from the first row that I swatched was really nice. All right, moving on now, we're gonna see what that bright blue looks like. So that bright blue is Dammy, Oliver, and Brad. And I will say that the mattes on this feel amazing. Look at those colors. This one scares me, but it goes on like that. And even that Brad is a really pretty copper shade. Very nice. And Oliver just disappears, which is what I would expect. I'm so happy that there's a really good crease color in this palette. All right, cleaned up. Moving on, Jason and Dean. Dean is that green. Oh yeah, look at that. All right, so now the decision today, oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put Brad next to Jason. Just a second. Okay, so Dean is the green on top. Then it's Jason. Then it's Brad. So, I mean, yeah, there's definitely a difference between those two, but not a ton. All right, so that's kind of turning into a theme with this palette, is that there's not a ton of variation, certainly not 20 pans worth. And now the top row, a matte and 2 shimmers. Again, wow, that Lewis shows up way more green than it looked in the pan, but I guess going on, it reads more brown. Really good color payout from that Hue, the matte, and Andrea certainly falls in with Brad and Jason. And the last two, Luca and Edie, E-D-I. All right, pretty shimmers, just pretty similar. All right, so swatched everything, got myself cleaned up. I think the one decision I know for sure is that I'm going to use Oliver for my crease color. That one, that's the pretty safe bet. That's Oliver. And this is a Reefer 14. I also like using a MAC 217, any small, fluffy, sort of fluffy brush is what I like to use for my crease. And on the outside here, I cheat up just a little bit and then work it into my traditional crease. I feel like by cheating it up a little bit, I'm doing a little lift, because of course, by doing the crease color, we're creating a shadow, right? That's causing that to recess. And so if I'm recessing up here, not recessing down here, it opens up the movable part of my eyelid a bit more. All right, crease color is done. It went on very nicely. You notice I tap off in between just in case if there is going to be any fallout. Hopefully then I tap it off and I don't have it fall out of my cheeks. Boy, let's try Ryan. I know it's a little bit on the dark side, and I am going in with my favorite Morphe brush that has no number, it has no name, but it is a very flat shader. It's what I like doing under my eyes with. And so I'm just gonna go under my lower lashes, about the outer third. That's a really pretty color. That's a very cool dark brown. And now what I'm going to do is take it on the outer third, just down really close to my lash line. My eye shape doesn't let me do an upper liner or kind of a, you know, any kind of a cat eye. I have been to probably half a dozen makeup artists and no one can do one on me because of the way my eyes are shaped and how they're turned. But what I like to do instead is just put this darker shade right there close to the lash line, build it up a little bit. You can see what that does, opening my eyes, drying them out. I am avoiding making the decision on what to do next, because I don't know. Let's go in with Jason. Remember, Jason and Brad and Luca were all really similar. I'm going to go in with Jason, and I'm going to take it on my finger here, and I'm going to dab it in the middle on the movable part of my eye. Dang, that just does not want to show up. Since that really is going on so light, I'm also going to take it in a little bit farther into the corner of my eye. All right, and now that I've done that, I'm going to go in with Brad. That was that one that's a little bit darker, and try and do that on the center. Dang, this is just being really difficult. I'm going to try going in with MAC 217. I misspoke before. The MAC that I like on my eyeshadows is not the 217, it's the 221. And maybe you're like, Kris, I just don't care. I don't have MAC brushes, in which case, sorry. All right, that's a bit better. Yes, that's a lot better. Okay, so I mean, look how much I am working that brush into the eyeshadow there. And then I'm really working it in to my eyelid. Yeah, that's better. That's better. That's pretty. Okay. There isn't a matte. There's not a matte shade that's around these shimmery shades. And that's okay. We can deal with it. Let's deal with it, shall we? I'm gonna go back in with, no, I'm not. I'm looking for a smaller, here we go, a smaller little crease brush than I did my crease with originally. And I'm going to try Luca. Sorry about that. Okay, and I'm going to get a lot of Luca on my brush, and I'm going to go back in now to the traditional part of my crease with Luca. Just to try to work some more color into this. All right, I'm gonna go back in the center again, and on this side, that's a bit better. Let's do some brow highlighting. Do I have a good brow highlighting pen brush? Not really. So we're gonna improvise. I'm gonna take this BeeBeauty 204. It's actually a smudger brush. And I'm gonna highlight with that. I'm taking that matte shade and just going underneath my brow. Okay, that lightened that a little bit. You know, we either have to go in with the green or the blue. That blue was so bright. I don't know. I'm gonna go in for Dean. And I need a teeny tiny brush. All my teeny tiny brushes are dirty. Okay, this is not the brush I would normally pick for this, but it is a small brush. This is a small shader from Sigma. I'm gonna pick up that Dean. And I'm just going right in the inner corner. And that just gives it that pop of green in the middle. You know what? In for a penny, in for a pound. Let's do the rest of underneath the lower eyelashes. All right. Certainly not my usual look. I'll be back in just a minute. So there's the final first look out of this palette. And I will say I liked it a lot better when I was in my bathroom and finishing up. I was really wishing that I had an emerald green eyeliner to tightline with. Maybe I'll have to pick one up. What I did do is I tightlined it with Marc Jacobs gel eyeliner in Earthquake. That's a deep brown, and honestly that is the only eyeliner that I can consistently get to work on my waterlines when I tightlines. So, this palette. Would I buy it? No. There are too many shades that are the same. And the mattes are fabulous. The shimmers, some are great, some are a little more problematic. So, you know what? It's something I'll have in my rotation. Sometimes I'll reach for it, probably more often than not, or not more often than I will. But that's how it goes with subscription boxes. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much and have a really fantastic day.